In this tutorial, I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite ways to cleanly and precisely execute an aerial inversion. The reason behind these 3 techniques in particular is that I experience a lot of students having trouble kicking off of the pole when they first go to try their invert up the pole. And this is because they come from a climb. So these 3 methods aim to solve that problem. The first is a scissor sit. And then the second, which is very similar, is a hitch sit. And then we're going to look at using momentum of climbing above an outside knee hook or using Pixie as a way to get your body in front of the pole before you hinge and unfold into your invert. If you want to do your invert on the left-hand side of the pole, then place your outside arm, which is your left arm, on top in your baseball grip and set your scissor sit up with your left leg on top. To initiate the rotation, you're going to look down over your bottom shoulder and lean slightly towards that bottom leg as you swing the leg down and behind the pole and then around into your invert. I find that this entry works best if you have strong, straight legs. So if you're struggling with leg tension in your invert from the floor, then maybe start with one of the other 2 methods. In the second method, we're using the Pixie prep position to already skip one part. So our body is already in front. Our hips are ready to hinge or swivel on the spot to bring the legs up. And our hands are coming into a really nice low baseball position. So you already have that inside elbow glued towards your rib cage. And I find that this technique works best if you bend both your legs and développe the legs slowly into straddle. This is a great way to eliminate jumping off the pole, but reinforcing proper technique with your upper body and tapping into those back muscles. My third method is quite similar to the scissor sit in that we're going to generate momentum with the inside leg circling around and coming to the front of the pole on the side that you want to invert. But because the hitch sit is more asymmetrical than the scissor, we can actually really work our baseball grip down quite low. So your arms have essentially already done the lifting phase. This is probably one of my favorite methods to get into an invert because I find for whatever reason, my baseball grip really slides nicely as I continue the invert. So overall, it's going to take you longer to get your body upside down, but the whole movement is visually very pleasing because it's got this rotational aspect to it. I hope that one of these methods works for you and that your aerial invert becomes something that is not heavy and labored, instead becoming something that is clean, precise, and really visually effective.